Philadelphia. That's the scene for the Magic. The points pile up in bunches with this incredible front court pair. The big man, Nikola Vucevic, joined by Aaron Gordon. They're looking for a win as they prepare to do battle inside Wells Fargo Center. Magic Sixers up next. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, some people called on Joel Embiid to be more aggressive. The process accepted that with humility, saying, I want to be great, and it's only right for people to expect me to drop 35 a night. At the same time, he said, I'm not a selfish player. If the defense double teams me, it's about making the right play. Kevin?
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Look at Orlando. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And of course, there's Philadelphia right behind them, just one spot down.
And right now for the Magic, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they stayed true to it.
Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Bacon in at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's Green, then it's Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the 5. Fultz. Simmons pulls it in. It's stolen by Vucevic. Fultz with the ball. Now Green defending. Fultz the pass to Fournier. They double him with Green. Here's Bacon, guarded by Harris. Bacon's shot is off.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And Clark, you gotta like what Bacon brings to the table. It has some size, strength, athleticism. He can create his own shot, but the consistency has been really up and down thus far.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, and I love his motive. He wants to get better. He's working at getting better. And like with most young players, you have to understand when the shot's not going, there are a lot of different ways you can contribute. Bring your energy, and definitely bring your energy and activity to the defensive end and on the glass, and you'll always find a spot where you can help your team.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
So he gets them both. Greg, obviously, we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you now have gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because you're still thinking you could be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
Yeah, you know, the three-point range Harris has added to his game makes him that much harder to defend. He always is somebody you've got to be aware of.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Good on the shot.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And Howard with the second chance points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Simmons against Fultz. And stolen by Simmons by himself. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons is extremely versatile and effective two-way player, guys, who can hurt you on both ends.
Fultz kicks to Fournier. The pass to Bacon. Shoots from the baseline. It's not going to go for him. Now the 76ers take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Magic. 11-point game. Carter Williams against Simmons. Carter Williams, the pass to Birch. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the high post. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Pass to Green to the wing on the left. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Green. Embiid's got 6.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Carter Williams. To the paint, here's Birch, and he dunks it down.
Boy, I like how Carter Williams spreads the ball around. I mean, he opens up a lot of opportunities for his guys to shoot it.
Green, the pass to Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, and clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Anthony looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and 2 mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, drains the three-pointer. Harris has got 6.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
A big-time effort for Joe Allen. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people I don't really need to hear from. You know, I don't mind. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone's going to say something, which is fine. But at the same time, I got to worry about, you know, what I need to focus on.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And so in the game for the Magic, Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Anthony. Then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Birch into the center, locking down the middle. Birch kicks to Ross. Over Harris. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Ross with it, outguarded by Simmons. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Ross.
Oh, the speed of T. Ross. Really something to see in the open court.
There's the feed to Howard. Outside, Green. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in.
Howard is an excellent defender with a wide reach, and because of that, he's really good at contesting shots.
Outside, Green fires the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The Magic trail by 18. Here's Fournier, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by Gordon.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Magic have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Outside for Simmons. And that one goes long. The Magic trail by 16. Fournier with the ball. Now Green defending. Fournier's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. To the left side wing. Now here's Embiid. A 29-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
A three from Simmons. It's hauled in by the Magic. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
1:53 left in the first half. Vucevic with the bucket.
Comfortable operating near the basket. Vucevic has size plus touch. That's a nice recipe for scoring in multiple ways.
Embiid finds Simmons. Now here's Howard. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Knocked away.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Green with the block.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual, and he's got great court awareness defensively.
And the shot goes in. Simmons got 9.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
The Magic trail by 18. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. And the rejection by Embiid.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them. And, you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And both free throws good for Ross. The 76ers leading by 17. Simmons dishes to Howard. Embiid, the pass to Green, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Ross with a wide open look. The Magic again can't hit. And so it's Philadelphia feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you've got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep being aggressive. I thought we did a good job defensively, so we just got to keep being aggressive and making plays.
Hey, they always build off of their defense here. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The reason they're out front, Ernie, Joel Embiid, his assertiveness on offense is so effective. Breaking through the defense and getting to his spots. They just can't stop him.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
When you're that cold from the floor, it's always going to be up. So the ball movement has to be the priority in the second half. We need to be creating a lot of good shots if they want to dig into this lead.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Joel Embiid has been sensational
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They got Harris, Joel Embiid out there with Howard. Then it's Green, and it's Simmons in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Harris outside. Back to Simmons. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Embiid's got the first basket of the second half here for the 76ers. Here's Fultz, and Embiid with the block.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
And it's blocked by Gordon. And now Orlando on the break. Here's the teardrop, and it's Fultz getting it to go. Fultz has got 6 points.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Passes it to Harris. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
The Magic trail by 17. Outside Fournier. That 3 off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Fultz against Green, and Fultz gets it to go. Fultz has got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And it's denied.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. They trail by 14.
And Clark, you can see Nikola Vucevic following the trend of many other centers in our league. He's incorporating that 3-point shot into his arsenal.
Well, how about these numbers, Greg? I mean, Vucevic was taking over 4 threes a game. That's like a perimeter player on some teams. I mean, he shoots a respectable clip from that range. But I think it's part of just trying to keep other centers honest as to why he shoots that many.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Anthony.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Carter Williams against Simmons. And here's Harris from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. The Magic trail by 14. 46 seconds left to play here in the third, but they recover it. The second chance effort, Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got 6.
And I like to see Carter Williams swing the ball like that. I mean, a crafty guard with good size, he finds ways to get his teammates involved.
Chalk up 2 there. And the 76ers lead by 14.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And hey, we know the three-point shot is a work in progress for Carter Williams, but when he's dropping it in from there, you got to get on it.
Here's Howard. That one falls. He's got 8.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers on top. They lead by 13. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Anthony, also Carter Williams out there, and it's Okiki in at the power forward position. Basket counts.
And Carter Williams constantly keeps defenders guessing what he's going to do. The floater, when used right, is a devastating shot, and every guard needs to have it in his book bag.
Out to Harris, takes the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Birch has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Carter Williams. Green with the block. Embiid with it. Now Anthony defending. And here's Green outside. The shot misses. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Releases. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
To the middle, here's Anthony. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the off-season honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Orlando with the ball. The Magic trail by 17. Fultz looking around. Vucevic banked in off the glass.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there, and it's good for 2.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And they double up Simmons, 6 to shoot, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the 76ers with the ball. 3 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Harris, no good. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. 17-point game. Here's Bacon, guarded by Harris. Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And here's Green outside, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Simmons against Fultz. On the wing, Harris from the arc. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And 12 points for Tobias Harris.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And it's in there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take that first game of the season series. That's what they've done here tonight against Orlando.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Philadelphia's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Howard finds Simmons. Outside, Green. And there's the pass to Harris. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Kept alive.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Embiid with it. The three, off target with that shot.
And Vucevic is really good at using his quick hands on defense, not making anything easy for scores.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that